Hello, my name is Brianna Francis, and I decided to do my presentation based upon the research I conducted in Homestead, Florida, which is currently undergoing a push for urban development. I have lived in South Florida all my life, and I love where I reside. One thing I can highlight about my city is the stretch for urban development that's constantly taking place. As a community, South Dade is always coming together with its best foot forward. This time, the idea of urban development is taking place in Homestead, Florida. Homestead is a city within Miami-Dade County. It is primarily a sub-city in a major agricultural area. This city is primarily known for their acres of land and housing community. Whenever you enter the city of Homestead, it is extremely notable that construction is always being taken place, whether it be the start of a new gated community, neighborhood, apartment complex, shopping plaza. There's always something new being built. There has been yet another proposal to expand the county's urban development boundary, which happens to be the invisible line that protects environmental areas and farmland from urban sprawl. The county commissioner is eager to push this plan out in order to create thousands of jobs for the South Dade inhabitants. With this plan, many people will come out of unemployment, be able to provide for their families, contribute to transportation, and there are just a thousand many more reasons why this is such a great idea. This location of this industrial park has been decided to sit between Southwest 107th and 122nd Avenues and north of Southwest 268th Street. Those involved in the vote of the proposal have stated the idea is great, but the location not so promising. This in turn brings out the troubling environmental factor. The urban development boundary is a legal divide on Miami-Dade's land planning maps that governs how much construction can actually occur on a piece of land. It's about 78 miles long. The only way it can be moved is through county commissioners with a 2/3 vote on the 13th member board. The last time this boundary was actually moved was in 2013 for an urban development project under RAL. But for this project, they have not received enough votes, only 9, and voting has been thus postponed. The grand idea of providing thousands of South Floridians with jobs is an excellent effort. Yet, juggling the odds, you realize this can be processed another way. For many years, we've realized the successful construction of cities has required careful attention to the environmental consequences of urban development. This is why sustainable development is always challenged through urban planning. In the case of this city, they heavily paid attention to the environmental effects, which is why the proposal hasn't exactly been approved yet. Under these circumstances, the land is readily available to use, but is sensitive and could lead to environmental changes. The environmental protection laws governing land use could most likely impact building plans. This is why the plan needs the seal of approval in order for construction to go underway. Expanding this boundary is definitely catering to community, and honestly, that's the entire point of urban development. Yet there are a lot of factors at risk that can possibly outweigh the good depending on how you view the circumstances. It's quite evident that if you're going to build such a vast infrastructure, there needs to be plenty of available land to use. And Homestead is known for possessing hundreds of acres of land, some of it being unused. What we don't realize is that some of the land is unused for a reason. The idea of spending thousands of dollars on a project they may cause environmental damage, which in turn could lead to thousands of more dollars to regulate, doesn't seem so promising. It's a mere win-lose situation. Collectively, the commissioners need to relate every possible factor before reaching a final decision if made. Let's keep in mind the land in question is actually farmland, which is why this developmental project is extremely controversial. Once that farmland is used, converted into industrial land, the environment would have reached a point of no return, which is why many people are skeptical about pushing this boundary. Unfortunately, the environment is at stake, So, who's to say when or how this project will actually happen?